Tonight, I perspire profusely and I'm already sweating like Philip Schofield in a nursery. I give a lesson on animal anatomy, daft sheep with massive balls hanging off them, and I look at a very important piece of racing history. Ayrton Senna's helmet sitting right there. Good morning, you join me in the French city of Nice in southern France. Now I've been doing a bit of travelling across the south of France, started off in Bordeaux, ended up in Toulouse, Montpellier, Marseille, and now I've ended up in Nice. And of course, no trip to the south of France would be complete without a trip to the famous Monte Carlo in Monaco. It's only a short train journey from Nice to go over to Monte Carlo, so we're going to head out there this morning, and there's only one problem. I've just bought a house, so I'm f***ing skint. However, we're going to go and see if we can try to go to Monte Carlo and spend nothing, or next to nothing, and see if we can do it on a budget for your entertainment and for my wallet. Anyway, it's time to go, let's go get that train. Well, that was stressful. None of the barrier machines at the station would let us through with our tickets. However, we just piled through with a load of other people. So look, the train looks quite busy, it's over there. So I'm going to go and jump over and get on it. Genuinely thought we were going to miss that train there. 10:17, the train leaves in 4 minutes. So we're now running for it over there. Nothing like a bit of stress in the morning to wake you up. This train looks seriously busy. This is going to be rammed. Busy? Busy? Right, we've arrived in Monte Carlo, Monaco. This is also country number 20 for me. The situation for getting in that train was an absolute farce, by the way, honestly. Overbooked and the tickets just stopped working at the tickets machines. So we just jumped through with somebody else, and that's the only way we could get on. Made it with like a couple minutes to spare to get on. That was a farce, but we got here in the end. Give me a minute, I'm going to have to put my sunny G's on, I can't see out. That's better. But anyway, there was an American lass in the train, and I think she must have been in the wrong train because she was asking if anybody's going to Monaco, which I've never heard of, so she must have been going to the wrong place. But anyway, we're going to have a walkabout today, see what the script is. I've got a few things in my head which I want to go and see. I definitely want to go and see the Prince Rainier car collection, because there's a load of old Formula 1 cars and stuff in there, and stuff that I really want to see. So we're definitely going to be going there. In general, just have a wander about, have a look, try not to touch anything because it'll cost money, and see if we get on. Right, so I've just paid €23 to get on a hop-on, hop-off, open-top city bus tour of Monaco. So we're going to enjoy this now and get a tour of the bit. It's also got earphones and you can pick the desired language down here. I need to get them in so I can actually hear what the guy's saying. It's absolutely unbelievable. That's so good. I've watched the movie here. You can see it in the flesh. Unbelievable. This is going to be a tight squeeze for a double-decker bus down here, Jesus. Just about touch that. Nearly. This is proper tight down here. Currently in a tunnel under the rock of Monaco. Quite dark and windy in here. We're just pulling up right now to the start-finish line of the Monaco Grand Prix. It's just coming up here right now. I'll try and see if I can capture it. There it is, the start-finish line. Currently in the tunnel of the Grand Prix circuit, but it's also getting renovated right now, so it doesn't look like what it normally does. Well, I suppose it'll look nice for next year's race. Right, so that bus tour was €23, which worked out quite well. I know it's a bit on the dear side, but we are in Monaco, you know what I mean, it's going to be expensive. But that ticket lasts us all day, so we can use that as a mode of transport and just like, you know, hop on, hop off. But I think right now, I'm going to go and get something to eat and see what the prices are going to be like for something to eat. And then, I'm going to go rent a bike and I'm going to cycle the Grand Prix track myself and see how we get on with that. Right, so the prices here actually look not too bad. I mean, steak burger is €9.45. So I'm going to jump in and get one of them, may as well. I don't think I'm going to get much better than that. So right, a steak burger and some chips for €9.50. That's actually not too bad, and that's actually cheaper than Nice. I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised. That was grand. Right, well that was a good feed in there. That was steak and shake. So if you are a tighter prick than I am, then get yourself a steak and shake. It's only €9.50 for a steak burger and chips. You have to buy a drink separate though, and it's like $3.50 for like just a fizzy juice, but I can deal with that, I can deal with that. Really not the ideal fuel that you need for cycling up all them big hills as part of the Grand Prix track. The bus tour was good. It did take us down some parts of the Grand Prix track, although it had about a million different side quests on it. I mean, it takes a good hour to get around it, so I'd probably recommend that for you going there as well. But I'm going to go and cycle it just for, you know, because I want to do it myself. Right, so I'm trying to figure out how to hire these bikes, and it's proven to be an absolute total nightmare. There's a machine here with a contactless thing which just doesn't work, and it looks like it's dead. They also tell me to download an app which looks like it's straight out of 2012. Like, there's nothing useful in here, and you click on it to get the bikes and that, and there's nothing there at all. I've no idea how you're supposed to work this app. I don't know how to get these bikes. It's a nightmare. Right, I'm going to go and try another bike station and see how we get on with that, because that one's just not working at all. Might need to ask somebody. The thing is, nobody actually lives here, so I'll just do this. Right, station number 2. Let's see how we get on with this. Right, so I'm on the mobile website rather than the app. Let's have a look, see how we get on with this. See what happens here. Trying to sign up now, and I cannot find UK or Scotland in there at all. Monaco evidently recognises the existence of Palestine though, which is a good thing. Now that's just not working at all, and you know what I mean, it says here and all, €300 will be held as a deposit for this bike, and the app's just not working. I think it's the Shoelace Express. I think we may as well get a start now. Can see why the app is rated 1 star in the App Store. Like, it's absolutely dog shit. Like, so the old Shoelace Express it is. Heading down to the start finish line just now. I'm actually going the opposite way for the way I'm going to be going, but I need to go down to the start finish line. I'm going to start it and time myself, see how long it takes to get around it. Right, and so we are here at the start finishing line of the Monaco Grand Prix circuit track. As you can see the wee boxes for the grid positions for the cars. Quite weird seeing in real life, but here we are, start finish line. I've got my stopwatch at the ready, so here we go. Let's time myself, 3, 2, 1, and we've started. Let's go. Right, so this is a little over 3.3 kilometres, which is just about 2 miles for this circuit. So I don't think I'm going to do it in the same kind of times as like Charles Leclerc will do it. But then again, he did grow up here and race his bike along here, which I can't do because the bike won't work. But we'll see how quickly we can get round it. First things first, we've got this big hill, and I don't think the camera does this justice as how steep this is. And there's the bike station, it doesn't work. So let's get flying up this hill. Now we're not exactly managing 180 miles an hour up here, but I'm getting a pace on anyway. Quite hilly Monaco, I'm not going to lie. And there's plenty more to come. And I'm already sweating like Philip Schofield in a nursery. This is going to be brutal. I've crossed the road, so I've got the views behind me. Beautiful place. Just overtook a load of back markers behind me. They'll slow me up. Next stop, the casino. Some view, by the way. There we have it. The Monte Carlo casino. Looks absolutely stunning, by the way. I wonder if I could get in it. I mean, I look pretty rotten just now, I'm covered in sweat, but it's worth a try, innit? Ah, no cameras allowed. Oh well. Quick pit stop for some roasting hot water. Right, so we're at the casino. What's the stopwatch saying? Can't see it on that camera, but it's 22 minutes and 13 seconds. Let's go. What a cars there is here, by the way. Unbelievable. Porsches, BMs, Bentleys, Ferraris, loads of them, everything's here. Audi right there. Going to see a lot more fancy cars when we go to the collection later on as well. Something tells me I might be walking down the wrong side of the road. Pavement there, not pavement here. Here's where Lance Stroll decided to make an absolute tit of his cell this year and just slide all the way down to the bottom of there in the wet weather. Now we know we're a place of money. When you don't have adverts for car insurance, you've got adverts for yacht insurance. There's different levels to your street ornaments, like, isn't there? Lockerbie High Street's got daft sheep with massive bows hanging off them. Here they've got old style Formula 1 cars. Different levels. Here we go, into the tunnel. As we saw earlier though, the tunnel is getting a lot of kind of work done to it. So so obviously you can't see out on the Riviera out there just now. I've seen about 3 people riding the bikes I was mucking about with. I don't know how they got them going, like. Maybe I'm the problem with this thing. I just couldn't get them going for the life of me. There's a Ferrari. This tunnel seems a lot shorter when the F1 drivers are flying through it at 200 miles an hour. And I'm walking through it at probably about 3 or 4 miles an hour. Weird that. Heading down past the yacht club to the Nouvelle Chicane now. I could do it across the road, but I can't see it happening anytime soon. Hopefully don't get run over by any Ferraris. Brilliant view of all the yachts down here too. I am now officially standing on the Nouvelle Chicane. That is one absolute monster of a yacht, by the way, with the Jamaican flag. Notice it's named Quantum of Solace, like the James Bond film as well. Looks like it's in the same font too. Speaking of yachts, here is the yacht dealership if you'd like to purchase one. This is exactly where you find it, just after Nouvelle Chicane. It's right here if you want to purchase one. Ah, this should be a laugh. Let's see how much these are. Right, well the Princess is 40 million. I imagine that's euros. But if Sir would like a slightly cheaper yacht, don't worry, I've got you covered. The Sachs Rebel, 1,090,000 euros. VAT included on that as well. And right now we're heading down to Tabac. And over there is exactly where I tried to get the first bikes from. They didn't work. And right there, I don't want to go over and invade anyone's privacy, is swimming pool. And just down here is Rascasse. And it's up there if you don't believe me. And I think it'd be rude not to stick our heads in the Bugatti dealership, wouldn't it? There we are, the Veyron from 2008. Before I was so rudely interrupted by this Ferrari. And yes, there we have it, the Veyron 16.4 from 2008, 1000 horsepower. Second Veyron I've seen in my life, along with the one in Berlin inside the museum there. If you're ever in Berlin, get yourself there, it's brilliant. I think we're actually going to see another one later in Prince Rainier's car collection, so that would see my third Veyron in my life. 2 in one day, brilliant. And here we have a statue of Fangio and his Mercedes from the 1955 Monaco Grand Prix. Fantastic. Final corner now, heading up the straight to the start finish line. I'm seriously sweating now, by the way. I was kind of hoping to bump into any Formula 1 driver or team boss or something like that lives in Monaco, because plenty of them do. I think the only one that I've got a chance of meeting, considering all of them in Hungary, is Nick de Vries, because he's just very recently been sacked. I think it's worked out probably for the better, being able to do it on foot rather than on the bikes, because I wouldn't be able to talk to you as much and, you know, give you detail about the corners. I'd have to stop and keep getting the camera out of my bag, so it's worked out pretty well that way. Finishing lines in sight now, I can see it up ahead. 1 hour, 2 minutes and 46 seconds. There we are, and across the line. Right, so maybe it wasn't as quick as what Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton would be, but got there in the end. Only took me just over an hour. Right, well that's something ticked off the bucket list. I think next I'm going to head down to the Prince Rainier Car Museum. Definitely want to go and see inside there. I've been looking up stuff to do and that has been at the top of the agenda. So I'm going to head down there right now and see what it's like. Hopefully it's not too expensive to get in, and hopefully it's got air conditioning because I'm sweating through my t-shirt. Most of southern Europe is in a massive heat wave just now, so it is absolutely boiling. When we were in Toulouse the other day, it was nearing 40 degrees. Today it's not so bad, it's about 31, 32. But the humidity, as you can imagine, being by the sea, it's quite a bit. Right, so ticket acquired to the museum, and because we got the bus, we got €2 off. So it was a total of €8 when it should have been 10 per a ticket. And we're off to a good start already. As you can see right in front of us, Ayrton Senna's helmet sitting right there. Real as well, you can see bits of rubber. So it's the real deal. And that right there is Jules Bianchi's helmet as well. Very, very unfortunate what happened to him. His life got cut short. There's his helmet sitting right there. James Bond's Aston Martin DB5 with the guns and everything, all the bells and whistles. See him with the hatch on the roof for the ejector seat. So here is the collection of cars in here. Thank you, my glamorous assistant. Keep going. And there's everything there is in this museum. What are some of the early stuff? I think it goes from earliest to newest down here by the looks of things. You think the car started off small, then got bigger and bigger and bigger to where we are today, but it looks like they started off massive, then got small, then got big again, because hundreds of these are absolutely ridiculously big. Like some of these Yank tanks. Look at this thing. That is about the length of a bus. 3 old Rolls Royces in a row. I never thought I'd see a Ferrari 250 GT in my lifetime. Surreal. Now if you're an avid Top Gear viewer, you'll have seen the BMW Isetta bubble car before in your life when Jeremy tried to drive it into the BBC building. And here it is right now. A beautiful E-Type next to it as well. Never in my life thought I'd see a 300 SL, but here we are. I actually like that they're not entirely pristine either, like you can see blemishes in the paintwork and everything. They have been used, these cars. The original Alpine A110 and the original Lamborghini Miura Genesis for Lamborghini, this thing right here. And here is Prince Rainier in his Lotus 7, right there. As a Lexus LS600, which vaguely resembles the Popemobile with the glass roof. This is unreal, this room up the stairs, by the way. There's so many old Formula 1 cars in here. Mr. Mansell's Ferrari here. Again, something else I never thought I'd see in my life. A BMW M1. And of course, here's the local boy, Charles Leclerc's Formula 1 car sitting here as well. Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes from 2013 there as well. Leclerc's Alfa Romeo from back in the day as well, sitting there. And here's a show car model of the RB15. Ferrari Testarossa. And if you have seen The Wolf of Wall Street, then you'll know exactly where this car comes from. Lamborghini Countach. Right, so I'm back out at the Prince Rainier Car Museum, and what an experience that was. They're quite cheap as well, only €8, obviously getting €2 off with the open bus tour tickets. Good that they do that though. Fantastic bit, really surreal seeing all those Formula 1 cars. I wasn't convinced a couple of them were real. Obviously the Red Bull was a show car, but I mean both of Charles Leclerc's cars there both looked a bit fake almost. I'm not convinced they're real or whether they're show cars or what. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I got to see them and I'm fairly happy about it. I haven't actually spent a lot of money in Monaco, which has been quite good. It's kept the wallet happy and obviously better for buying the house as well. So actually I've quite enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed it as well. You know what to do. Like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Riyadh on the Move. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. However, we're going to try and see if we can go in Monte. Right, sorry, that bus tour was bus tour. Nah, that's just not working at all. And I've also just noticed that never mind. I've crossed the road, so I've got the views of the marina and the bay out there, the harbour. Oh no. Looks absolutely stunning, by the way. I wonder if I could get in it. I mean, oh no, I'm on the wrong camera setting. I am now officially standing on the Nouvelle Chicane. Chicane. Lens on my fingerprint on my camera lens.